up, everybody, and welcome into Bro Talk, the spot where real men kick back, speak up, and keep it all the way 100. Hosted by the committee. We're talking about the stuff most folks are too shy, too proud, or too scared to bring up. From everyday grind to the heavy mental battles, from dating disasters to dad duties. Nothing's off limits. All right, fellas. So y'all know on Friday night, someone in Noonan, Georgia, won the Mega Millions for $980 million. One ticket, one person, $980 million. I want to
Mm.
know what your first purchase would be, and where your first trip would be to. And I'm gonna toss it off. Who wants to take it off first? I'm not gonna go in any order. Who wants to go with it?
Shit, I'll go.
Go ahead.
Hey, hey. So at the taxes, you only really bringing back about 350. So we're just gonna make that sure. But
But
three
but
hundred fifty
but
million, three
don't
hundred
even
fifty
say it
million.
like that though. Don't say it like but.
But
That's
it's
still a
just
lot of money.
about 350 million. Now, first thing I would do, I pay off everything, the kids stuff, all that stuff. Just clean it all out. Um, and then I probably build a cause or something that benefits everybody because that's a lot of dang money. And the thing is, like, I ain't greedy like that. That's way more money than I'd ever need in my life. So if I had the ability to kind of bless somebody else or bless a group of folks or a generation of up and coming folks, absolutely, I'd have no issues doing that. And then still live very comfortably, you know. The other side of that is what first vacation wise go? Well, we all going to Jamaica. That's where we going. All us. It ain't just gonna be me. It's gonna be all our families. We all going to Jamaica, and we all gonna go find a nice little resort there. And we all gonna go do some stuff to help them out. Because I think I told y'all before, I did my trip to Jamaica this past summer with the wife. It was for our anniversary trip, and man, top 3 most beautiful places on the planet. Like, honestly. And when I say beautiful, it's not necessarily just the environment. I'm talking like
People too.
everything. We talking about culture and the how it looked, all the scenery. We're talking about the people, just how nice and how accepting they are. Yeah, 100%. And then I may retire in Hawaii just because I loved Hawaii. And that'd be enough money where I could actually live, probably like middle class out there, because it's so dang expensive. So, but outside of that, that'd be my 2 things. Is I'd build pay off everything so I had no bills, family no bills, and then create something to help bring that next generation up. And then yeah, we all going to Jamaica. That's where we going. So yeah. E, what you got? I'm gonna pass it to you.
And how much you say it was? 450? 450 what?
350, but I mean
Who's counting?
a lot. That's what it is. It's enough to do a lot.
First thing I do, of course to let y'all know what's going on. But quick work. I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot to think about. But I do know one of the first places that one of the places that I really, really, really wanted one of the trips I really want to take. I think Corey went to Greece on a cruise a few years ago. I would love to do the plot that Jesus took from being marched into the prison to
Pontius
being marched
Pilate
up
too.
Calvary. So that'll probably be one of the first trips that I would want to take my family just to walk that same path that he walked and see where he was born in Nazareth. So yeah.
I got some on that, E.
I did that.
So I actually did that trip.
Yeah.
So when I was in Germany, and I had a TDY to Israel. So
Mm.
we was in Tel Aviv, and then we had a weekend where we got to go kind of around Israel, and we went to Jerusalem. Well, we didn't go to Jerusalem. We went to yeah, we went to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And we went to that area where Old Jerusalem was within the walls,
Yeah.
and it had the 4 sections of each, religion. And boy, it's gonna blow your mind. If you ever to take that trip, it may restructure your perspective on religion, especially in that area. I tell my wife this all the time, and this is, that experience kind of restructured my outlook on religion and faith. And so just something to put in perspective, because and this is just a little real quick snippet on it, is the way they treat something that's supposed to be so spiritual and so like what's the
Sacred.
word I'm thinking of? So sacred. Yeah, absolutely. Something that's supposed to be so sacred and spiritual. Dog, this thing's going down like trash streets and poor people off to the side, and it was like,
So
I was like, dang.
let me ask you this now. I know if you well, I don't know how it was for you, and from a currency standpoint,
Hmm.
meaning the exchange, right? Um, I had the same experience, and my outlook on that experience was probably one of the best experiences that I've
Hmm.
experienced. Um,
Okay.
now, what I guess what I'm saying, do you think that because of the financial state of where Israel and Jerusalem are in comparison to some other
Religious sites.
or
Is that what you're talking?
just not even just religious sites, but just sites in general, like uh what's the word, the I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, like other wonders of the world, I guess.
So like, say the Vatican, right?
So let me, okay, so in comparison to that, there's definitely for sure 1000% a difference in the living condition of
Okay.
where that is versus the living conditions of Israel and Jerusalem.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
So I see what
like
you're saying. See,
so like the buildings, and I don't want to take away from your part, but like that was more, it was crazy. Like the buildings that we see on the news, right? Like after a building has been blown up or fighting has occurred, like that's the way that in real life looked. Like it looked like you might drive by
hmm
a building that you just saw on the news last week. Like
Mhm.
it the it's poor. It's a poor country. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. That it's not for it to bring in as much as it brings
Tourism.
in. It's it still ain't enough. Like
Right.
it's man. My wife lost her cell phone in the bathroom at the place where Jesus was born, and
hmm
I almost died over a cell phone because my custom was like, dude, give me the phone back. You know what I mean? And his custom was give me $25. I'm not paying you for my my cell phone. Like, how you
Mhm.
gonna charge me
Hey,
phone that you know it's my phone? So just the it's a poor country, man. Like all that dude wanted was for $50, he could have fed 2 or 3 different families for 2 or 3 different weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I just asked that question to you, not to go on another tangent, but
No,
have
I know what you're saying. See,
like
so
it's poor. It's a poor country.
yeah, very much so. And I'm sorry to hijack your thing, E. But it's just I can kind of speak on it, right? And I you know,
Go ahead.
and to go what off of C is saying is they poor, but it's poor by purpose. And I don't want to get into the government and politics and all that. Israel is not a poor country. I'm going to tell you that 100%. But the folks that are poor are purposely poor by that country. Because, and for folks that don't really know, Jerusalem's literally 2 or 3 miles from Palestine.
Yep.
You can go down a highway and you'll go down the highway and you'll see Jerusalem on the right. City, streets, looks kind of like modern. You look to the left and it's all those images you see on TV.
Yep.
Destroyed buildings, fire, wrecked cars,
Yep.
30-foot fence with barbed wire, security gates and everything on the left. And like if you literally looking right down the road, it looks complete. It's like apocalypse.
Yep.
And modern times. That's
Yep.
how it is. So
it's crazy. Like
Night and day.
and it's very much so.
It's that was one of the greatest experience. Man,
and exactly. So I wouldn't want to take the experience away from E for that. It's kind of more like, hey, I've seen this. You may want to rethink your outlook on it as far as like, hey, don't have these crazy high expectations that they're going to treat this how you would think they should treat it. Because the tourism there for Israel, bro, you know this, see, there was a lot of tourists there. It's not like you get onesie twosie. No, you're leading groups of like 50 to 100 people constantly through these streets. But you can't tell me that they can't clean these dang streets up and put little signs up and make it a little bit more
welcoming,
fulfilling of the expectation.
It's going somewhere.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I ain't mean to hijack your thing, E, for sure. And I would never want to rob you of that experience because it definitely was an experience. I'll tell you that. It opened my eyes. I was like, yo, this is wild. And especially to have Palestine right across the border and actually seeing that with my eyes, I was like, yo, these are like legitimate neighbors. That's like, yo,
like
imagine being in at Kmart and looking across the dang highway, and the whole other side of the highway is all dilapidated buildings and fires and fences like that. That's how close it is and how much crazy it is like that. So, but read.
Okay. Go ahead. But yeah, that'll be one of my trips.
All right. So see, you won that money. What's the first thing you would do? What would you do, and where would you go?
So the first thing I would do, I would make everybody around me, everybody that is connected to me in some form or fashion, I would make them sign a disclosure agreement.
NDA.
It's funny you say that because we were just talking about this in the shop yesterday. Like, I would make everybody sign a disclosure agreement off the top. If I gave you $2, you sign it. If I give you $10,000, you sign a disclosure.
Mhm.
And that disclosure will be that you are not under any circumstance able to discuss any financial conversation that you and I have had under any circumstance with anybody.
Mhm.
Your $2, nobody gonna know. Your $10,000, nobody gonna know. If you get $250,000, nobody's going to know. Like that will hopefully eliminate any back and forth and
why he get or why I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I ain't doing that because I am going to I'm going to share it with that kind of thing. That's the first thing I'm going to do.
Mhm.
I don't know where I would go. I think I would go spend some time with the pyramids.
Okay. Egypt.
Having having
Hey.
having gone to Greece and gone to Israel and gone to Jerusalem, and that experience, um, I I would not be able to put into words what that would be like. Like I don't even I could even know if I can imagine it. Um, so I would do that. Of course, set family up.
Mhm.
You know, however they needed to be set up. Um, my kids. I think I would be 2 or 3 generations uh set up. Like my my kids, grandkids, you know what I'm saying, with, with some kind of way, whether it's, something to where it's gonna either be a good starting point or, what was the other part of that?
That
Was
was
that
really
it?
it
Where
because
you go?
you said you wouldn't you said you'd go to see the
Oh,
pyramids.
yeah.
You said you go to
Yeah.
Yeah.
to Egypt, and you said you NDAs, and then set up your family. Um, that's really about it.
I think I would do some form. I would do a vacation home in the States. I would do a vacation home outside of the States. Where that would be, I don't know. Yeah. And I
Gotcha.
think I would my last thing would be uh I would want to do an album.
Mm,
I would want to album with my who's who of songwriters, singers, producers. Um I would pay for that. I'm paying
gotcha.
for features. I'm paying for songs. I'm paying for producers. I'm paying for it.
Mhm.
How much you say 16 is? Oh, psh,
Bet.
it goes 17. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Put one more ball now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna make this a little bit unorganized. So I would do that.
Cool.
I would do that.
Cool.
I'm gonna take
Sounds
my
fun.
342 and I'm gonna put it all on the Falcons.
This guy. You gonna lose all that money.
Everything like that on one game,
Lose all that.
so I
Oh,
can double
come
that.
on.
But it better not be against the Panthers.
Well, you
Yeah,
damn
for
right. It
real.
better not be. It better not be against the NFL team. They better be playing Russell Wilson or somebody.
What about you, Trap? What you gonna do with the 342?
So for me, I think about this stuff a lot because I just want to quit my job tomorrow. Um,
Do okay. Before you get into that, do you call in to quit or do you go in personally to quit?
no, I'm actually putting in a notice. I'm gonna work a notice out because
So
just
you
like
gonna do 2 weeks?
what
You
Tu
gonna do
said,
2 weeks and
it
342?
I'm gonna do 2 weeks. I'm gonna do 2 weeks because my objective is to remain anonymous as long as possible. Quitting automatically, everybody gonna be like, "Oh, he must have won the lottery." Nah, I'm putting a notice and work that bad boy out. Oh, uh, as far as like my first purchase or what I would do first, I would definitely set up my family. Um, I would definitely take about 20-25% of what I won and spread it out between my mama, my dad, my brother, my sister. They can all take care of their families with what they got. And then my daughter. So they squared away. Make sure that they sign them NDAs so that they're not, sharing the fact that Travis the one won the lottery. And then I would buy some land, and plant apple trees. I don't know why, but I've always had this dream of owning my own apple orchard. So I would have an apple orchard. Now, of course, we grow other stuff there too, but I wouldn't charge people to get anything off my apple orchard. Like the people I know, I'd be like, "Hey man, I got some fresh apples. Come get them." So it's kind of like a I'm feeding people type deal, but at the same time, I'll take those apples and like turn them into something, like start selling them for like applesauce or making apple cider vinegar, apple beer, stuff like that. But stuff like that. My trip, I would probably visit. It's two trips I would definitely take. One would be to Spain, uh, because for some reason I've always been in love with Spain. And I want to see the Mediterranean. Definitely want to see I want to see the Mediterranean. And then also Japan. Uh,
You took German.
no, I took Spanish, bro. I failed
Who you
both,
have?
but
You had Miss York. Yeah.
yeah,
You
I failed
had
it,
Miss
but I
York.
took it. I had Miss,
I
and I
did
had Miss
we
Michaels.
have me. We
I had
had
Miss Michaels too. I
we
failed
took
her too.
Spanish together one time, wasn't
No, no, I
Yeah,
was in
Ain't you?
Spanish with. Were you in there with me?
well, Miss Michael.
No, I wasn't.
I was in there and I ended up getting swapped over to Miss York. I think I started in there
I
with you
think,
a couple days
yeah, and then you got swapped
because she
over.
was
But
the
yeah,
young Spanish
yeah,
teacher, right?
yeah, yeah. But
I know
the other
you.
trip,
You
uh,
go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was just
no,
gonna say
no,
I know you. You and Pook were in German together.
no,
Me and
I never
Pookie.
took. I never took. He took Germany.
It was me and Pookie.
Yeah,
Taking Spanish, man.
yeah, I took Spanish, man.
What was your
I took
name?
Felipe and Sebastian.
Oh, my name Felipe. My name was Felipe.
Yeah, yeah. I have Felipe too.
Mine was
Yep.
Ernesto. Ernesto.
I failed it too, fam.
Oh, huh?
I failed Spanish too. That's like the only class I ever failed was
Golly.
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish. I
I
can't
ain't
keep up
sure. I just
with the binder, like the whole binder thing. I was like, I ain't got time for that. So
Miss
hey,
York didn't
I
like
got to
she
keep this
didn't like me.
binder.
that is so.
Oh yeah, but the other trip would be Japan, and I'll probably spend like a month in Japan just visiting different places. Because the otaku in me, the nerd wants to go see Akihabara and spend all my money on figurines and stuff like that and comic books. But that would be
Yeah.
like a mecca trip for me. So um. Other than that, man, I definitely would found my own nonprofit, and have
Yeah.
like, yeah, our thing would be helping. It either would be based on men's health or cancer research because cancer has touched everybody that I know, and that's friends, family, coworkers. Everybody has somebody in life that has been touched by cancer. So yeah, all right. Anybody got anything else they want to add? Let's talk about something else.
Hey, look, check this out. Brooke is going to Japan for 3 weeks. Next summer or this coming summer. So if you want to have her bring you something back, anime style, I'm quite sure that she's going to go get some of that herself.
You not gonna
Yeah,
chaperone? You not
No,
gonna chaperone with her?
no.
it would be a worthy trip. I can tell you that much.
But look, I just don't. My summer's off, bro. I don't want to deal with nobody else kids. I don't want to babysit. I don't want to make sure they in their room. I don't want to do none of that. That's too much like work.
Bro, that ain't even my job. I don't even deal with kids. I don't want to deal with kids.
Yeah,
I can only imagine had to deal with them every day and then want to deal with them off time. No. What?
I
No,
think
it's
it's a free trip, chaperones, if I'm not mistaken. But it didn't move me.
hey, I don't blame you.
I can't wait till next week. This the last week right here, and boy,
Thanksgiving break.
Thanksgiving break.
I ain't